Oh, we struggle in all aspects of school.
Yeah.
We had PE down. That's about it.
And one.
PE and that has stayed true to form.
Sean Watson, another step back, which I will say a lot of his problem, that O-line is atrocious. 8 sacks.
Yeah.
8 sacks. I'm good.
He's gonna be back like when Vic came back to the league after the dog hit him.
Yes! You took fire moves now.
Damn it!
That is your phone!
You see, it's a mock draft. I love that intensity. I want this guy on my team. It's a mock draft. No one gives a damn. We're throwing it away. And he broke his phone. That's his
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the weekly pick'em show for Benchwarmers Basement Banter. Got myself, Stat Guy, and
Rogers.
Island.
What is
I will give you
yeah,
Rogers
Rogers
Island right now because
let's jump
you
right
actually-
into that.
Yeah, you proved that one. No Woody, as he said today. No Woody. He is working on Thanksgiving stuff and taking care of his girls. So, but yeah, the story of last week, week 12, was Rogers Island. This man,
And they all hit, guys.
literally,
They all hit.
all of them hit. And he went 10-4 last week. So he,
Yeah, and 2 of those losses were on locks.
yeah. We went 3-3 on locks total, but 10-4 for Mr. Rogers. There
Well,
last
3
week.
of the losses were locks. Holy cow.
Yeah. Yep. 3 of them. So Rogers
I mean,
Island.
technically I could have been 7-0 on Rogers Island if I would have kept stuff from being locks.
Yeah.
There's an opportunity.
Yeah. So it was a bold strategy. It's worked out very well for him the last 2 weeks, and he has made a charge to be tied with me now. I went 5-9, Oracle 5-9, and Woody went 4-10.
We're all within 2 games of each other now, so
Yes.
took much different paths getting there, but it's kind of a testament of how the season is. We're all tied around the same, and I think we're all sitting around 5-6 games under 500.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Last year, as a whole, I think we finished 6 games over 500. We still have a chance to finish similarly. Do you have that stat actually?
I was looking.
Scrolled.
I
Yeah.
was looking after week 12. I was 1 game over 500. Oracle was a lot of games over 500. he was 97 and 82 last year after week 12.
Holy cow!
Yeah, and you were about the same. You were 86 and 93.
Oh, exactly the same actually.
Yep. So if you look at that, I have fallen off, but not as bad as the Oracle.
So last year we finished 16 games above 500.
Yeah.
And this year we're sitting what? Does he have all the tallies on here?
Yeah. No, he doesn't have the total number yet. Just if you add all those together.
There's 6, 8, 6 again, 5. So 12 plus 5, 17 plus 8. We are 25 games under 500 right now.
Whew.
So we need to make about a 30-game swing in these last 5 weeks. It's definitely not impossible. I've made about a 20-game swing in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So a couple really strong weeks on these last weeks, which is kind of what we did last year, and we can kind of be sitting similar.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, I have no idea how to guess on half of these. The NFL's weird.
Very
we've got
weird
3 or
this year.
4. We've got at least 3 or 4 teams that we don't really know if they're good or great or bad. Probably more like 6 teams that are that way. But that's the fun, and that's why Vegas is good at what they do. We'll probably like last year, somewhere around 500.
Yep, I would probably say so. That's the hope for sure. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's almost like, there's a reason Vegas is built like it is.
It is. There's a reason that they've got castles in that town.
Exactly. But all right, we're gonna move to week 13. We've got the Thanksgiving games here. We got 3 of them tomorrow. We got the first one though, Packers at Lions. Lions favored by 2.5. Um, Last year, Packers kind of beat the shit out of the Lions for Thanksgiving.
And they kind of beat the shit out of them earlier in the season, week
Now,
1.
now my question. I haven't looked it up yet. But when does Toyota Thon start?
It doesn't start until December, I think. I don't think we're in Toyotathon territory yet,
No, it says we are in Toyota Thon territory.
which would make sense why last week we had such a strong week for the Packers.
Yep. It said it started the 20th. We are in Toyota Thon.
Okay, yep, that makes sense. That checks out. That's why the Packers played so well last week and they beat the crap out of the Vikings.
Yep.
I almost want to change my answer because of that, but I'm not going to. I'm going Lions on this. Up until last week when they beat the crap out of the Vikings, the Packers have just been very unimpressive to me, and I've been picking other teams to win their spreads almost every week, and so far they're doing pretty well for me on that. So, as a Packers fan, I have to go Lions here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm actually the only one keeping this from being a lock. I am going Packers here. Kind of think that they're kind of on the come up here, starting to play pretty good, and it's Toyotathon, and they just play each other tough, and
They do.
I think the Packers might win, or this might even be a 1 point game or something. It would not surprise me.
If someone didn't like in the Packers camp isn't like writing on the board every day, stop Jameer Gibbs. They're doing they should get fired.
Yeah, for sure.
Jameer Gibbs is the pumping heart of that offense right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's their best receiver. He's their best runner. He's their
everything.
offense, honestly.
Yeah, he's everything.
Amon-Ra obviously having a decent season as well, but other than that, Jameson Williams turned on a little bit.
Yeah, he kind of he comes and goes. He is very streaky. I mean, that's what he's gonna be. It's all or nothing sometimes, but he can also put up a. I have one catch for 98 yards and a touchdown. That's a possibility for him. I think he actually did.
I felt like last week, every time Jameer Gibbs touched the ball, it was a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
I think he had like 216 yards on like 18 carries.
It was ridiculous. It was. Woody is also on the Lions, and Oracle is also on the Lions. So I am on an island on this one, and that's an island I'll gladly be on, honestly.
It's not bad. This game could go either way. Yeah. I could see either team stomping the other. I could see it being a tight the whole way. Mm-hmm. Two pretty good offenses, two pretty decent defenses.
Yeah. All right, the next game we got Chiefs favored by 3.5 at Dallas. Chiefs just beat the Colts. Came back to win that game. Eagles or Cowboys, did they beat the Eagles or just cover?
They did come back and win.
Yeah, they did beat. They also came back.
So it was 21-0.5, and the Cowboys rallied back and won 24-21,
mm-hmm.
shutting out the Eagles in the second half. Which I don't know if you guys remember in the narrative of why I picked the Cowboys last week. I did say that defense was eventually going to start gelling. They picked up a lot of stuff at the trade deadline, mm-hmm. and granted, we've got an Eagles offense that does kind of stall anyway. Yeah. So that also played into it. But I really do think that Cowboys defense being much improved, that they can do it again and cover against the Chiefs, even though this is absolutely, to make the playoffs, a must-win for the Chiefs.
It is. And that is why I am on the Chiefs. I see them having to win. They're the Chiefs. Yeah. They're going to have to do what they do to continue on and make the playoffs. So I'm on the Chiefs.
They're already not going to win their division. So at this point in time, they've got to win to make the playoffs at all.
Yeah. Woody's on the Chiefs and Oracle's on the Chiefs. And then we have our first Rogers Island.
Rogers Island. I think that we actually have 3 of those. We were counting earlier and we only saw 2, but I think we have 3. I wasn't counting that one.
Yeah. I didn't notice that one because I thought honestly, I don't know what I was thinking, but next game we
You're
got
saying I thought that everyone should go the Chiefs because you thought that last week at a couple of my picks.
yes. Alrighty, we got Bengals at Ravens. Ravens favored by 7.5, but this is the return of Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, but no T. Higgins.
Well, for other different reasons, but yeah.
Yes.
Jamar Chase spits in the face of people who don't like to be cool.
All right, Carlito. Alrighty. Uh, so I'm on the Bengals here. I think Joe Burrow comes back and does Joe Burrow things. They're going to be kind of fired up, and Jamar Chase is going to have a huge game.
I agree. I think that this is going to be a charge for this offense, and they are going to have a good game. I do think that it takes Burrow a week to come back and be Joe Burrow. And going against the Ravens, which is a really good team, I could just see that this one being a slight disappointment for Bengals fans because I mean you got to think this guy's been sitting on the shelf for 2 months,
Yeah.
at least a month. But yeah, I'm excited for the return of Joe Burrow. I just don't think he gets it done this week.
Fair. And I felt like 7 is a lot for a divisional game in that division.
That's a solid point. Solid
Mhm.
point.
So Woody and myself, Bengals, Oracle, Rogers, Ravens, split 50-50.
Love the Bengals to mess around and win this game though, because I need the Steelers to win that division.
Yeah. All right, next game we got Bears at the Eagles. Eagles favored by 7 here. I'm on the Bears here. I kind of think that the Bears have, they've got some lucky wins, as you like to say, but I do think there is something to win in games. Um,
Yeah.
and I think that the Eagles are a little bit scrambled right now. It seems. So I'm just going
They
Bears.
looked pitiful in the second half against the Cowboys. I do like your point about the Eagles do not look great right now, especially in the second half of that game against the Cowboys.
Hmm.
That being said, it's the Bears, and I'm going with the Eagles.
Yeah, you were never gonna pick the Bears.
Yeah. The Bears they can't keep getting away with this team of the year. It was the Steelers last year, and this year I'm a proxy Steelers fan. So we're going with the Bears being they can't keep getting away from this team of the year.
Yeah. Woody is also agreeing with you on the Eagles, but I got the Oracle on my side.
That's a good one to have on your side.
Yeah, sorry, Woody. I'd rather
Well,
have the
the
Oracle.
last 2 weeks it was good to have me on your side. I
True. True. Uh, yes.
ride the hot hand.
All right. Next one, we got Texans, who looked really good last week at the Colts. Colts favored by 4.5 here. Oracle and Woody both on the Texans.
I can't do it. I really want the Texans to be good, and they've burnt me too many times in the last 2 years of like just being disappointing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go Colts here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Colts here. I kind of almost feel like they're in a must-win situation almost. And they got to get JT going again and get that team back on track to where they were. I think it's a
Yeah,
get-right game for them.
yeah. I think probably Gibbs probably surpassed him as the RB1 last week.
I don't know. He had a pretty dang large lead going into that game.
Oh no, Gibbs had 3 or 4 giant games like that as
Yeah,
well.
but here, let me check here.
I bet it's close.
Oops. Yeah, JT's still number one.
JT's still number 1. Okay. Let's
Actually,
see.
wait, we are playing each other. I can look at that really easy. Gibbs is 4.
Oh, yeah. surprised by that actually. Oh, he had 1 week where he only got 7 points, and 1 week where he only got 4 points.
Yeah. JT's like 7 points is his lowest total
Gotcha.
this year. I'm pretty sure he's had.
I think that he did have the bigger game of the year. Did JT ever break 60?
He was right
No,
there.
his is 50. His big one was 58.10.
Yeah.
Gibbs 59.9. But yeah, he's had some bad games too.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, 6.7 is his worst game. Alrighty, next game. Cards at Bucks. Bucks favored by 2.5. We were just looking before the start, kind of looking like we think Baker's gonna play. So I'm gonna go with the Bucks if that's the case. Oracle Woody also on the Bucks. What say you?
Let me check. I don't remember.
I could just
Yeah,
say
this
it.
is a lot.
Yeah,
I
I
went
could
with the
just.
Bucks. Well, I went back and forth on that one a
You
couple
did,
times.
you
So
did, because we had to look up if
um,
Baker was gonna play. But but the Bucks are the better team, especially if Baker plays. I don't, the Cardinals have
they're
looked
kind of in a
better.
must-win situation too. Um, not as much as the Chiefs, obviously,
Yeah,
because that division is so bad otherwise. Um,
yeah. That division, they, yeah, because the Falcons, we don't
They,
know
in
what
theory,
they
should
are.
win it with ease, but they are testing the limits.
Yeah, for sure. So, all right, we are all the Bucks here. Now we move on to the Jags, favored by 6.5 at the Titans, and we are split here, and you and I were
I don't
both kind of
understand why.
confused. Yes. So, or
If this was 7.5, sure.
yeah,
Because it is 6.5 and under a touchdown, give me the Jags all day. They're just a much better team.
yeah, they're a way better team. But Woody and Oracle are on the Titans. Why? I don't know. I wish I knew why.
But at least what they're not good in offense, their defense is also bad.
Yes.
I,
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't see it. But maybe they prove me wrong. People didn't see a lot of stuff the last 2 weeks that my bullshit worked.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Fair.
so we'll see. Maybe we both look like idiots with eggs on our face next week.
Whatever.
When I have egg on my face later, I got a bunch of devil horns right behind me.
I was just thinking that. Alrighty, next game we got Rams favored by 10 at the Panthers. Rams have beat the shit out of everybody, and I think it continues.
Agreed. And while the Panthers can be a very solid football team, they've got a lot of really impressive wins. I think they beat the Bills and the Packers. As much as that is impressive, you don't know who they're going to be week to week, and the Rams you kind of do. The Rams, they're probably my number one team right now. I'd say that they're the best team in the NFL.
Yep.
So I think they take care of business.
So yeah, I think even with this big spread, I think they cover it. I am glad that the Panthers aren't the bottom dwellers anymore, and they look somewhat competent. So good on them.
Yeah.
Improvement.
Yeah, I really needed them to beat the 49ers last week to solidify themselves as a good team, and they didn't look good.
No, I needed it because I was on an island for myself, but couldn't get your luck.
Nope.
Alrighty, now
I'll give you that horseshoe I've got shoved up my ass.
yeah. Now we move into some of the shit bowls of the week. Saints at Dolphins. Dolphins favored by 5.5. Dolphins lock.
This is one of the shittiest locks of all time. The Dolphins aren't good at football. They're just not. I actually was leaning Saints here until I found out this morning that Aaron Waller, my boy, is going to be back. And that's a big difference. He was a big catalyst in that offense when he was there. And him going down obviously made the Dolphins continue to spiral.
They definitely have spiraled. But they somewhat show up, and Achan's been good enough to... Actually, my team is now in first in that league, and I literally think I lost my first 4 games, and I think I've won my next 8. I'm pretty sure. Oh, sorry, I've won 7. Sorry, won 7.
Yeah, HN is that whole offense, and hopefully Darren Waller kind of alleviates that to make some of their plays towards HN just not be so telegraphed.
Hmm.
This could make the Dolphins a little bit better team, having a little bit of parity in the offense.
Yep. Yep.
Because
And
since Tyreek's been down, they can just double Jalen Waddle, and who else is going to catch the ball?
yeah, nobody. But now they got Waller, who actually will. So, and the
Yep.
Saints are the Aints again.
Yeah.
They kicked that can down the road so long with Drew Brees, and to be fair, should have probably got another Super Bowl, but that one play happened. Still salty as fuck about that. But
Yep.
they are feeling the repercussions of all that years of kicking the can down the road while they were still competitive.
Yep.
I think they
For
are
sure.
starting to turn it around, and maybe next year they might be somewhat competent, maybe get good again. Who knows in 3 or 4 years, but it's gonna take a while.
It's going to be a bit. It's going to be a bit. They definitely need a quarterback.
Yeah. All right, now into the next shit bowl. We have the Falcons favored by 2.5 at the Jets. Oracle's on Falcons. I'm on the Falcons. Woody's on the Falcons. Rogers Island is
I
back.
don't have. I don't. I don't have anything for this one other than the Jets can be good for like 2 quarters sometimes, and that might be enough to cover. They're
Yeah,
not going to win the game. They're just not.
they might too because it is the Falcons, and you know
That's fair.
Kirk Cousins is back throwing for them. I think he does like Kyle Pitts. They don't have Drake London, so I picked up Pitts. Yeah,
We'll see. I will not be watching this game.
no, I don't even. I might turn it off on Red Zone. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't actually watch any full games hardly, except for Thursday night and Monday night.
Yeah, yeah. I usually watch Sunday night, but Monday night sometimes there's Blues games, so we choose Blues games.
Yeah.
Alrighty, now we got the 49ers favored by 4.5 at the Browns. We are split 50-50 on this.
I'm on the Shadur train,
You are
so
on the
I'm
Shredder
going with the
train.
Browns. He looked right into the camera and he said, "I'm what Cleveland's been waiting for." That's just the kind of moxie that Baker Mayfield had. If you let him walk away after he says something like that, think about it, Cleveland. Think about it.
Sure.
He's not Baker.
He's not Baker.
He's not.
But he is more talented than Gabriel for damn sure, which we all knew. Everyone knew.
The arm talent is absolutely there.
Yeah.
The decision making has to get a little better. He's kind of a gunslinger, but hey, maybe that's what Cleveland needs. They got fast receivers that some of them can catch the ball sometimes. Jerry Jeudy, you're a big dumb idiot. And did you see that play last week?
Yes, I did. He's
um,
dumbass.
you have made every fantasy sports player hate you for the remainder of their lives.
Yeah.
Uh,
Luckily, me drafted him in both leagues did not deter my teams.
I think I've got him on my bench in one of them now.
Probably. It's like I knew that was a bad decision when I did it, but Alrighty. But yeah, you are on the Browns. I'm on the 49ers. Oracle's 49ers. Woody is on the Browns, and I see puppies moving in the background.
we are a full split.
Full split. That don't happen too often. Alrighty, next game. Vikings at the Seahawks. Seahawks favored by 11.5. Big spread. Don't care.
JJ McCarthy may be the worst quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah. Does not look good.
He does not. So I actually saw a TikTok earlier that put him a mystery quarterback and a mystery quarterback right next to each other. One of them was JJ McCarthy in his first 12 starts or something like that. The other one was Jamarcus Russell in his first 12 starts. And JJ McCarthy was significantly worse.
At least he can take solace that he's not the first overall pick.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. There's a lot of people that thought that he should have been though, and which is wild to me. But
Yeah. Not in that draft. Not in that draft. If you could have made a case
fair.
for Daniels, you could have made a case for May. But not.
You definitely could with May now.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there was talk of him possibly going one overall at a time, but
Yeah.
yeah, not JJ, but and this is Sam Darnold revenge game.
Wow. Yeah. So I don't know. Just remember, Vikings. You had Sam Darnold and Daniel Jones on your roster last year.
He did. He did. Sam Darnold definitely proved that his wasn't a fluke, and Daniel Jones been significantly better than McCarthy. Uh,
Yeah.
and Darnold's
I
connection.
kind of forgot about that until I saw it a couple
Yeah,
weeks ago. I'm like, oh yeah, Daniel Jones did make a stop there.
he did. He did. Uh, and I was gonna say Darnold and JSN are that is a special connection. Like dang,
Oh, for sure.
dang.
JSN's pretty widely margined wide receiver one at this point.
Yeah, he is.
Because Puka went down, but still.
Still, he is pretty widely the guy. He's kind of might have an historic season. We'll see how he ends up, but glad I
Yeah.
got him on both teams.
Yeah, that's a solid pick there.
Yeah. All right, next game. Bills favored by 3.5 at the Steelers. Kind of feels like the Bills must win this game, in my opinion. But also could
Agreed.
see the Steelers need to win this game pretty badly.
Exactly. This is kind of a big game for both teams. The Bills probably need the game more than the Steelers do. If the Steelers lose this game, they're just on pace to go 9-8, make the wild card, and get in.
Mm-hmm.
If they win the game, they could win the division. They probably win the division.
Yep. But the Bills are still, I believe, looking up to the Patriots. But they're still.
I don't think that's going anywhere anytime soon.
I don't think so either.
Like years.
Yeah, unfortunately. They at least now they finally remembered that you can use Travion, but we'll get to the patch here in a little bit. But Oracle's Bills, I'm Bills, Woody's Bills. So we got the Rogers Island with Aaron Rodgers coming back. It looks like
Right.
So that was always going to be his pick.
Well, if I did ask if Rodgers was playing because Mason Rudolph's not going to win that game.
No.
Although Mason Rudolph put a hell of an effort up last week. I want to give him kudos there.
Yeah, he's a pretty good backup.
He did pretty well. Didn't have enough to pull it off, which to my disparity. But whatever. Good teams, good game. This is probably one of my favorite games to watch this week.
Yeah. And then a game that probably we don't really care to watch too bad. Raiders at the Chargers. Chargers favored by 9.5.
Really good team against a really bad team.
Yeah. And the Raiders don't have much of anything.
I assume it's a lot. Yeah. Geno Smith looks terrible. Justin Herbert got to kind of have a bounce back. And where's Ladd McConkey? I need to know.
Yeah. He looked like he was going to be Ladd again, and then it kind of fell off. But I also think that
it really only happened for like 2 weeks. He looked good again, but
I will say injuries have devastated the Chargers O-line, and then having no running back really. But now they got Hampton back, so that helps a lot.
If they don't fix that O-line a little bit, he's just going to get hurt again, though.
Possibility, but at least it's there is a
because
running back.
Didn't they Joe Alt like 2 weeks ago too?
Yes, they did.
Yeah. All right, but yeah, it's a lock. The Raiders are bad.
Yep.
They're just not good at football. Geno Smith's flipping off fans. It's getting wild out there.
All right, Sunday night game. Broncos favored by 5.5. Almost at 6.5. 5.5 at Washington. Broncos just kind of keep winning, keep doing their thing.
I'm the island here with the commies. I'm gonna take the floor for that reason. The Broncos absolutely will win this game. That being said, they're not exactly barn burners on putting up points. I think the commies can cover the spread. They will not win the game under any circumstance, but I think that they can get within 6.
Fair enough. So, and
Because the Broncos seems to be just doing enough to win.
they do.
If they can win on a Will Lutz last second field goal, they're going to. Seems like they're doing it every week.
Yep. Alrighty, and then this Monday night game, I'm a tad bit confused when I see the picks, but I'm happy with it. We got Giants at Patriots. Patriots favored by 7.5, and I'm assuming that hook is why you guys have picked the way you've picked.
Yeah, Jackson Dart's back.
Oh, okay, he is. Okay.
Although Jameis would be just as exciting.
Jameis is always exciting. Shout out Jameis. He's the best.
I mean, Jameis brought the Lions to overtime last week. He had a receiving and like 2 passing touchdowns, and I think he threw for like 380 yards.
Yeah, everyone was like, "Man, I am upset that we got robbed of Jameis throwing to Malik Neighbors because he would have had Neighbors would have had.
We were talking about that preseason.
I know. Neighbors would have had 250 yards, I bet, because he would have been chucking it to him.
Well, his average completion was like 28 yards or something like that.
And it was all to Wan'Dale Robinson. It was all to Wan'Dale. and everyone's like, this is what he did with Rondell. Imagine if this was Malik.
Yeah. It'd be wild.
It would. It would have been wild.
Still wish the Bengals would have traded for him instead of Sleepy Joe. But I mean, Joe's done his job.
He did. They wanted another Joe. They couldn't think that it was Jover yet. That was terrible.
That's
anyways,
that's pretty rough, but good job.
Yeah, I had to make it. Had to do it. But I'm on the Patriots. I think the Patriots are kind of a wagon, especially now that they figured out that Travion Henderson is a hell of a ball player.
I don't disagree. But Cam Scatterbo might just randomly show up and start running.
He might, but he probably ain't gonna get real far. Still.
No. I'm just messing with you. I really think that the Giants can hang into games. Another one of those deals where the Giants aren't going to win this game, but I think they can cover.
Yeah, that's fair. But I also like myself being on this island. I kind of like my 2 islands.
That's not a bad spot to be, for sure.
My 2 islands, I'm picking the Packers and the Patriots. That's pretty good picks to have.
That's 2 top 10 teams, arguably top 5.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Alrighty, well, that does it for another week of the Pick'em. We'll be back next week. We're still working on stuff. We've got some ideas that are kicking. And
yeah, I mean, we're looking at probably spring next year before we're doing much in a building. But either way, I mean, this seems to be working pretty good. The audio is good. The picture's good. Yeah. So, I mean, it's getting by, but we definitely work together better when we're all in the same room, and we're ready to get back to that too.
Yes, we might ramble on a lot longer, but it's pretty good. But
you guys may see 45 minutes of film, but it's usually a 3-hour process when we're all in the same room.
Yes, for sure. But hopefully our plan comes to fruition and we can start pumping out lots of content for you guys.
That's the idea. That's the hope.
And it's some special content. I'm excited.
Yes. But
I might do it every night. I don't know.
Stay classy, America.
Peace.
Peace.